In a world that worships wealth, one name still echoes louder than all others. Mansa Musa, the African king whose fortune broke economies and whose generosity built empires. Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, they would have bowed in his presence. But who was this mysterious ruler from Mali? And how did he become, by all accounts, the richest human being in recorded history? Tonight, on Silent Dynasties, we uncover the story of a man whose power spanned deserts, whose gold turned cities to legend, and whose legacy still glitters beneath the sands of West Africa. The Mali Empire was born in the 13th century, a titan of trade, culture, and military might. It rose from the ashes of the crumbling Ghana Empire, uniting dozens of tribes and territories under one banner. Mali wasn't just powerful, it was strategic. Its lands straddled the mighty Niger River. Its soil held vast salt mines in the north and gold beyond imagination in the south. Gold that fed not only African markets, but Europe, Arabia, and the empires of Asia. Into this world came Musa Kita, later known as Mansa Musa. He wasn't born to rule. He was a deputy, appointed as regent while the previous emperor, Mansa Abu Bakr II, launched a doomed voyage into the Atlantic, never to return. With the throne empty, Musa became emperor in 1312. And over the next 2 decades, he would transform Mali into the wealthiest kingdom on earth. Mansa Musa understood economics like few others. He knew that real wealth didn't lie in hoarding gold, it lay in controlling its movement. Mali's influence stretched across the trans-Saharan trade routes, connecting West Africa to the Mediterranean world. Caravans brought salt, copper, ivory, and enslaved people north, and returned with horses, textiles, and knowledge. Musa taxed every trade that passed through his domain. Gold dust was weighed by the handful, and Musa, he sat atop the supply chain. But he wasn't just a ruler of wealth, he was a ruler of faith. And in 1324, he made a decision that would shake the world. He would journey to Mecca, on Hajj, the sacred Islamic pilgrimage. But Mansa Musa did not travel like a man, he traveled like a god. Musa's caravan was a miracle in motion. 60,000 people, 80 camels, each carrying up to 300 pounds of gold. He brought servants, scholars, soldiers, musicians, griots, and slaves. The caravan stretched as far as the eye could see, a river of wealth flowing eastward. In every city he passed, Walata, Tagaza, Tuat, he handed out gold to the poor, bought food for his followers, and built mosques for the faithful. But it was in Cairo that the world truly saw his power. There, Musa spent so much gold, so freely, so lavishly, that it caused a financial crash. The price of gold plummeted. Inflation spiraled. Cairo's economy took over a decade to recover. Even today, economists call it one of the largest wealth transfers in history. But Musa didn't just spend, he invested. He met with scholars and architects, inviting them back to Mali. He built relationships with rulers and caliphs. His pilgrimage was a political mission, cloaked in piety. If you've made it this far, you're one of us. Be sure to like the video, subscribe for more stories they tried to erase, and check out our deep dive on King Ezana of Aksum, the ancient ruler who made Christianity African. When Mansa Musa returned to Mali, he brought more than memories. He brought knowledge. He commissioned grand mosques, including the legendary Djinguereber Mosque in Timbuktu, built by the Andalusian architect Abu Ishaq al-Sahili. He established madrasas, attracting scholars from Cairo, Mecca, and Fez. Timbuktu became one of the most important centers of Islamic learning in the world, home to tens of thousands of manuscripts. His empire flourished, cities grew, roads were paved, trade boomed. Musa's wealth wasn't just gold, it was culture, religion, diplomacy, and vision. And yet, even in his generosity, his riches were beyond measure. Modern economists struggle to estimate his fortune. Some place it at over $400 billion in today's money. But even that may be an understatement. Mansa Musa controlled the source of nearly half the world's known gold supply. He influenced global markets without ever leaving the continent. His name appeared in European maps, long before most of Africa was known to the West. He was drawn sitting on a throne of gold, a nugget in hand, crowned in jewels, and yet his story was nearly forgotten, erased by time, lost in the sands, buried beneath centuries of colonial distortion. Mansa Musa died around 1337, leaving behind a kingdom richer and more powerful than any before it in West Africa. His successors struggled to hold it together, but the world would never forget. In Mali, he is remembered as a righteous leader, a builder of cities, a man of God. Across the Islamic world, he was a patron, a scholar, a legend. And today, he stands as proof that Africa has always been more than conquest and chains. It was gold, empire, civilization, faith. Mansa Musa was not an anomaly. He was a reflection of what Africa once was, and what it can be again. So what do you think made Mansa Musa truly powerful? The gold or the vision? Let me know in the comments. And if you want more stories they never taught you in school, check out our video on Menelik II, the African emperor who defeated an empire. Silent dynasties. When history speaks, we listen.